Hello, YouTube watchers and watchers of the ISGP channel. It's Bobbledink here, with a B-block race between Final Egg, which is myself and Dr. Crusher, and Team Randall, made up of Fromond and James Jones. The goal of this race is for one team player to kill all enemies in 4 levels of an Autumn Plains level, and for the other team member to collect all gems in 4 levels of a Summer Forest level. As you'll be seeing on your screens now, one of us is in Autumn Plains and one of us is in Summer Forest, but I don't need to explain that to you. What's more important is Team Randall's not here, so I'll make this declaration now. If Final Egg win, punching squirrels has to be reinstated. That's just the law now. It's happening. It's happening. Joined with me today is no one, because we couldn't get anyone together, so if you don't like me, I'm sorry, you're stuck with me for the next 20 minutes unless you decide to switch off or something. Yeah, so I thought for this race I'd do a bit of a deep dive into our strategy and stuff and tell you how we formed our routes, what's happened and everything, because I thought it would be interesting. From my perspective, it's been so good to learn from watching the way Dr. Crusher plays as to how I can improve my own technique as a speedrunner. Despite playing Spyro for many years, I've not got an awful lot of speedrunning experience, and Dr. Crusher's fared better than me when it comes to getting good results in races, so I have a lot to learn in Spyro now, one might say. Yeah, so for this goal, I wasn't too bogged down on what I did inside the level. For me, it was more about optimizing the route between levels and making sure that I didn't bump into things, that I got the direction right, the direction of the camera right, because in my experience, a good start can often make or break a race. So that was my strategy sort of going into this. Everything else, like the skips in levels, at least for what I'm doing in this goal, doesn't necessarily make a difference into the speed of getting the enemies, because quite often you have to go around the whole level anyway. Oh, by the way, I'm doing enemies and Crusher's doing gems, in case that was not made clear. Just giving you a chance to listen to the good music I picked out for the underscore. I'm editing this video, by the way, so wanted to make it nice for y'all. So I opted to do the start of the level, the first few enemies, and then go straight to the end so that I could pick up the awkward, what are they, like frogs or lizards, the people playing with the bones, because they're the most time-consuming part of this level. I think I did okay here in terms of optimizing my route as well. It could have been a lot worse, put it that way. See how Crusher's doing. He's doing alright, I guess. He's collecting gems and all. That was a bit careless of me, that timing with that glide. See, doing these speedruns has taught me something really important as a speedrunner, and it feels so against what speedrunning is, but I've learnt to really sort of take my time with these runs and take moments to just double check that I've definitely gotten everything I need for a given goal. Because in my experience, it's better to lose a couple of seconds doing that than losing a full 3 minutes not checking properly. And even though at this point we're sadly not going through RIP us, I feel like our results have been a lot closer and a lot more consistent in this. And we beat Amelia and Tooney, so there's that. So that's Dynamines done for me. Crush has just gone into his second level. So things like that glide to the ladder, I tried to cut out as much of it as I could, even the jumping there, to just make the ascent a little quicker. Now Crusher took a bit of a different technique that I would have done. Like, if I was doing his part of the goal, I would have probably gotten all the underwater gems last, but I mean, he's done better than me in races thus far, so, gotta learn where you can. It's interesting what I did there, flaming the switch, because during practice runs, I did the double jump from that ledge over the door, but it was quite a difficult run to do, and I didn't fancy risking it at that particular point in time. I sometimes get some real, Alice luck on these tricks and such, and I didn't want to risk it. What I didn't realise was you're not able to skip the cutscene on the first switch, so I've definitely paid in terms of time there, but nothing too drastic. I had some bad luck with this part here. See, even the fodder's knocking me off, what is going on? But I got my revenge, so there we go. Something interesting I've noticed as well in Spyro 2 is how some enemies, if you charge them, you'll go straight through, and others you'll... it's sort of like hitting a wall, so you'll kill them, but you'll lose momentum in your charge. I think Spyro 3 sort of standardized this, but it's really meant having to make a decision of whether I'm going to flame them or charge them strategically. So it's meant quite a few practice goes with this goal. I think what you're seeing here now is my 5th or 6th attempt at doing this. Because we originally planned to do this live and everything, I had this route sort of planned out, but I think the advantage of doing the Solution X is it gave me a chance to just really crack down and get the most optimal strategy imaginable. I think Dr. Crush has definitely taken the harder part of this goal. And I respect him for it, because I think he said Spyro 2's his strongest game, whereas I've always been more of a Spyro 3 person. See, at this point, I think he realised he missed a gem, and I actually spotted it when watching his footage back, but again, it's easy to sort of sit here and judge, but luckily he finds it quickly and we're all good, so we're not paying too harshly in terms of time. This is me trying this double jump manoeuvre. That ledge is normally pretty tricky, because it's weird when you get to the top of the jump, you kind of have to do a bit of a turn to get that extra height. During practice runs, I just ran straight to the end to get the natural height and do that, but I think this shaved off a few seconds. So it was really lucky. The good thing about Magma Cone is even though these lava party lizards take up a lot of time, you can skip straight to the end of the level, not having to do that mountainous, volcano-y boulder bit. But also because you're killing all the enemies in this goal, you kind of have the power up there and ready to go. I remember when I first started playing Spyro 2 back in 07, I think it was. Quite a few years after I first played Spyro 3, so that's probably why I'm more of a Spyro 3 club kind of guy. It was jarring to have this power-up system in place. And it's like if you ever have to go back to a level, you have to kill all the enemies all over again. It's just, oh, come on, man. I just want to fly. I'm a simple man like that. So there's Dr. Crusher on his 3rd level. And what's been interesting about his level choices so far is they're all relatively close together. So again, regardless of what happens in level, he's optimized his route. So I think that was our goal, like trying to find where we can easily cut down time. And I've nearly finished my half. Yep. I've clocked in at around 11:56, I think. Don't quote me on that one, you'll see it on your screen now. Okay, now with Crusher, where is he? Okay, he's in Colossus. The good thing about a lot of these early levels as well is because they're quite compact in terms of area. You know, your gems per second is quite easy or something, I don't know. I don't know how it works, I just normally collect gems and stuff. As you can see, no Garion modes at play at the moment. Or, I mean, I guess you could call my party popper frog lizard fire thing kind of a Garion mode, but... Oh, by the way, if you're watching this for the first time, hi, welcome to ISGP. We're glad that you're here. You can actually buy merchandise for the tournaments as well, if you follow the link in the YouTube video description or something. And there's actually a hoodie called Garion Mode, based on our good friend Garion, who does Garion modes. But come to think of it, that'll probably only make sense to people familiar with the channel, so watch more videos, watch some with Gentle Toradora Oathsworn, that's his name. Want to make sure I got that correct. And yeah, have fun with us, you know. We're a chill community. This has been my 2nd tournament with ISGP. First one being Spyro Speedruns Cup. Oh, there's Dr. Crusher, who just finished his 3rd level. Be on his way to the 4th one. Cutscenes. In my experience, they kind of just slow the gameplay down. It's like, okay, they're cute and all, but just want to get on with the game, you know. Some great movement there. Little unlucky with the button, but that's fine. Here we go, into Sunny Beach. Good thing about this maneuver was it was basically a straight line after he got in the water, so could more or less not have to worry about too many turns and such. The good thing about Sunny Beach as a level as well is, again, it's quite compact, so the gems are really close together. Because it's not too big an area, you don't spend many hours trying to, I guess, work out where gems are. Like, if you missed one, it wouldn't be too costly compared to, say, Hurricos or Aquaria Towers, where the levels are a little bigger and more synergistic. When I was watching this, I was like, oh, please notice that you missed that, and he did, so. See, fun fact about what we just saw there was I thought he actually missed a 2-gem. I guess this is kind of a spoiler, but he didn't. But at the time, I was screaming at the gameplay footage, being like, turn around, you missed it. And didn't I feel foolish? Some great movement here. Sorry, I know I'm being quiet, it's just good to sort of let the gameplay speak for itself at times. This dude can play. I'm proud to have him as a tag team partner. So yeah, at this point it's fairly obvious we're not going through, but just want to say to ISGP and all the peeps, it's been great being part of another tournament and a tag team tournament. Thank you to Dr. Crusher for asking me to partner up with you, because it's been fun, it's been real. And I feel my own game has sort of improved since the last tournament. Thanks to Lucas Bolton for ensuring that Dr. Crusher can play. It's really cool of you, buddy. Oh, that was good. Oh, very nice. Very lucky. This is all great. Love this. Fun fact about us as well, neither of us have particularly great PC setups, so a lot of our chatting about strategy takes place the day before the race, and we just kind of say, this is the route I'm taking, this is the route you're taking, and we almost speed run doctor each other before we even put thumb to button, should we say. In some runs like this one it's worked, and the one we did against Moral Event Horizon. In other ones, such as the Minesweeper Bingo, well, it's not a lot you can really practice without knowing what the goals are. Shout out to Dancer, by the way, for being awesome in that run. Love you, buddy. So yeah, we're very nearly done here. If you're still watching, don't forget to speed run to the subscribe button, wrap proxy to that notification bell, and Dr. Crush has just clocked in at 19 minutes and 2 seconds. So yeah guys, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in a future tournament. I'll let the music play you out.
This video is sponsored by Danta Fanta.